Ben Johnson has credited Tom Izzo with a lot of his development as a young head coach as we're underway here from Williams Arena. And Minnesota starts out back-to-back wins over Penn State and Northwestern to get to 14-7, 5-5 in the conference. Here's Hawkins leading the nation in assists. Garcia, who is so versatile inside and out. Hawkins fires, can't hit, comes up short. Rebound, he follows his miss, saved it, but right to Akins, and now a 5-on-4.
That's where Michigan State is dangerous.
Walker, the three ball. It's pure.
Last game, these two matched up. Michigan State had a 17-2 fast break point advantage, starting off the same way here tonight.
Tom Izzo said he wanted his guys to get out and run the floor. Ben Johnson said transition defense might be the biggest key of the game.
Yeah, and so both coaches are on the same page. And when Elijah Hawkins, your point guard, gets inside, you've got to adjust.
Payne can't finish inside. Rebound cleared by Hall. Running again. Oh, great feed. Hogard finds Sissoko for the slam.
Wow, great job on Michigan State. They look like a well-oiled machine here, coming up with the loose ball and running like their life depends on it.
Usual suspects on either side in the starting five: Walker, Hogard, Akins, Hall, and Sissoko against Hawkins, Mitchell, Christie, Garcia, and Payne. Here is Payne coming off a 14-point, 9-rebound, 4-block performance. Dump it down Garcia, fires, can't hit, too strong.
But Michigan State's defense has kept Minnesota out of the paint, forcing Garcia into a jumper along the baseline. That bails State out.
Akins, sluggish game after a fantastic performance against Michigan last week, and Hogard turns it over. Airmails that one for Sissoko.
We'll take a look at the fast break, and they loved it. The advanced pass, that was cross court. Defense could not respond quickly enough, and Mady Sissoko being rewarded, feeding the big fella.
Hawkins hangs and hits.
Tell you what, Elijah Hawkins has been a revelation here at the point guard. You referenced it, the nation's leading assist player. I'm concerned about him, Noah, because he ends up on the floor a lot.
It's a battle of the little guys. Walker at 6 foot 162, Hawkins 5'11", 165. Hall has been spectacular. Walker can't hit on another three, and Payne clears the board.
Cam Christie very fortunate in that situation. You cannot let Walker get any clean airspace.
Hawkins is so shifty with the basketball. Garcia can score at all three levels. Back down on Hall. Double comes. We'll see a lot of that tonight. Around the horn it goes for Mitchell. 13 to shoot, and Christie will reload. Playing against the team his brother played for a couple years ago. Max Christie, a standout freshman with Michigan State. Payne just using the strength.
Tell you what, we got to alert our viewers that Terrell Payne's been dealing with a back injury most of the season. And when you're banging against these Big Ten bodies, he's showing a lot of toughness.
Hall thought about it from the outside, drives on Garcia, turns, no space. Great defense by Garcia. 10 to shoot now for Walker. Screen from Sissoko. Hedge, feed, Hall, pump. One dribble pull. It's pure. He's got it. A two-ball.
Tell you what, Dawson Garcia got away with a hand right in the chest of Malik Hall, but Malik is so strong it didn't matter. Still got the nice play to go.
Letting them play early. Rob Riley Sr., Tim Comer, and Courtney Green, our officiating crew tonight. Three excellent Big Ten officials.
Agreed.
Christie, Big Ten freshman of the week last week, coming off a 15-point performance and a huge three-ball in the final minute against Northwestern. Hawkins had it rejected by Akins. Out of bounds with 1.6.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
See him not pleased with himself, but you got to shake that off and get back into this game. He's going to have multiple opportunities at the line moving forward.
Payne to Ola Joseph. Started the majority of the season. Payne has regained that starting spot. Fox slips through for 2+1. It only plays 11 minutes per game. He is leading the team at nearly 71% field goal percentage, but he has provided just more than a spark. He has provided a lightning bolt off the bench for the Gophers.
That's right, and his offense has followed as a result.
Walker, as we approach now this midway point of the first half, 13-3 run and a bump on the outside. Both Cohen, Carr, and Xavier Booker earlier than normal tonight. We've seen Carr and now Booker in there at the 10-minute mark of the first half. In for Sissoko, working on Garcia, and a travel. Shuffled the feet before he put it down.
That's happened a few times to Matty this year, where I think he doesn't understand sometimes, you know, when he starts to shuffle, get into his move, you got to put the ball down quicker.
6th Spartan turnover. This Minnesota defense has done outstanding work, and they've cashed in as a result. Garcia, the stutter step. Hawkins, the deep one.
Watch Michigan State in transition here. Thought that'd be a high ball screen for Walker to try to free him up quickly.
Holloman, the driving kick. Booker from the corner. Sissoko fights for the board, had it ripped away, and Carrington saves. Hawkins looking to run. Just such a great game manager. Finds his teammates so well. He can fit into tight spaces. We've seen the acrobatic finishes already today. Garcia thought about it. And that pass engulfed by Walker, a second steal. He'll pull up in transition. Money.
He's so good. I mean, everything is in rhythm. Nothing is sped up. He simply puts his hand up, snatches the pass, walks up the, not walk, but kind of gingerly goes up the court. Nobody picks him up, makes him pay.
He walkers up the
There
floor.
you go, I like that.
Carrington can't respond. Walker and Hawkins tied for 3rd in the Big Ten in steals per game, both with 2 on average this season. And Walker, who was the CAA Defensive Player of the Year in 2021 at Northeastern, doing it on both ends tonight. Akins can't get the roll. Fight for her on the same team, Ola Joseph and Fox.
Ola Joseph trying to get that stat up there. But why has Minnesota settled for threes as of late? They got a 5-point lead by getting into the paint area. They've settled the last few possessions. They've got to get downhill.
Already 8 on the shot clock. High ball screen comes from Fox. Hawkins draws 2, lobbed it inside, and Ola Joseph wasn't ready. They have guys who have become better as sophomores, and Payne and Carrington. Ola Joseph. They brought in transfers, Hawkins and Mitchell. Cam Christie has developed his freshman year. They get back Enan and Fox, and they have become a legitimate team to be feared in the Big Ten.
I was fortunate to call a Minnesota game in Maryland late in the Big Ten conference slate. You would not know that that team was not in first place in the Big Ten. He has created a culture here in Minnesota.
Another J goes down for Walker, just continues that smooth delivery with 2 more on the board. And that's always the key when building. You hear the buzzword culture all the time and playing the right way. But when you see it, and you see in the practices as Fox slips through for 2, that's the key, and it feels like Ben Johnson has developed that in 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, Brad Underwood at Illinois calls it everyday guys. I'm sure Tom Izzo has his own phrase, but Ben Johnson's been able to create this expectation in this program. I think that, you know, he got thrust a lot on him.
Academy Awards on February 16th exclusively.
Michigan State has 4 legitimate bigs that they can throw at you at any time.
Not to mention Malik Hall at 6'8", 220, strong as a graduate student. Another long ball short from Mitchell, and the rebound saved by Sissoko.
Mitchell, that was just, he hadn't had a shot, so he had to put one up. Wasn't necessarily a good decision, but I get it.
Hall going to work on Ola Joseph. Kick it, oh, wide open. Not the guy you want to leave, but Walker doesn't make the defense pay.
Mitchell very fortunate that time. Getting caught up in the mix. Got to stay disciplined defensively against Tyson Walker.
Garcia. Mitchell on the pull. Off the heel, rebound poked around and claimed by Walker. Hall hits the deck.
Mitchell's taking a contested fadeaway 3 along the baseline. That's a very difficult shot.
Michigan State
to start this game.
Minnesota were down by 10 in the first half to Northwestern, went on a 10-0 run to finish the half, then down by 9 in the second half before sending it to OT and eventually running away with it in the extra session. Ola Joseph, 6 to shoot, up step, forces it, can't bank it in, and Cooper secures the board.
I like the fact that he got downhill, got into the paint. Nice adjustment late by Cooper to force the miss.
Holloman, great pass inside, and Cooper rocks the rim.
So Michigan State now has gone to ball screen action on both sides. We saw I think it was Booker got to the free throw line off the left side. That time they go right side. Cooper with the dunk.
It's a 9-2 Spartan run to even this thing up. Hawkins has been quiet after the early start, and
there's some confusion on the backside of Michigan State taking advantage.
Reload, half the shot clock on for Christie. Now Hawkins will run the show offensively. Lob it inside Garcia. Extra feed, open corner, in and out. It was a good look for Enan, but he couldn't stick it.
Boy, Michigan State does such a great job. You got a guard right back on you after a miss.
Cooper had it stripped. Garcia. Christie. Oh, he pulls. Can't hit.
I don't like those decisions, Noah. You got a 5-point lead early in the first half by going in the paint. And now it seems as though the paint is allergic to the Gophers. They haven't been back in there.
Hogarth gets doubled. Hall with 10 to shoot. Holloman. Enan steps up. Lob it inside. Hall with 4. Double team comes. Hawkins swiping at it. They're going to have to get it up. Akins just does in time. He puts it in. The scramble, and Akins bails him out.
That's why you want to get old in college basketball. Shot clock running down. Malik Hall didn't panic. Akins didn't panic. Put his head down and got right to the rim.
11-2, 6-0. Michigan State runs. Christie looking to end it, and he's fouled. Holloman got a little too close. That's what makes it fun.
I agree. I totally agree.
So 3 free throws coming for Christie. And a chance to get his team back out in front. Ben Johnson has really liked what Cam Christie and more specifically Elijah Hawkins have brought just from a confidence perspective through the rest of the team. Feels like those two guys have come into every game and they believe that they individually are going to play well, and that belief has permeated through the rest of their teammates to a collective belief that the team is going to go out there and have success.
Well, both young men are very strong internally, and you know Cam Christie doesn't change a lot of expression on the court, but Elijah Hawkins is way more communicative, directive, you know, just a floor general, and it's really made the difference with this Gophers program.
Akins knocks it through.
I love the floor space in Michigan State, and they're taking advantage of every mistake that the Gophers make with a clean, high percentage look.
Michigan State now 4-7 from 3.
Makes Tom Izzo change colors.
Garcia, kick it, open, Mitchell, book it.
Well, that's huge for Mitchell. Gotten off to a slow start.
Quickly the other way. Akins nearly shuffled the feet. No whistle comes. Michigan State will reload. Akins. Out there with Cooper, Hogarth, Carr, and Hall.
Watch Hogarth this possession. He might try to get aggressive with Hawkins guarding. Oh, he cut back door. Surprise.
5 to work with for Akins. Carr flashing to the ball. Had him stripped on a foul. Well, Cohen Carr's only 57% at the line, and
he can come anywhere close to his athletic ability. He's going to be a problem.
He shoots at 68% from the field, which leads the team, but a lot of those are dunks, lanes, putbacks close to the basket. So an empty-handed trip for Michigan State. Minnesota can regain the lead. Approaching 2 minutes to play in this first half. Mitchell just knocked one down from the outside. Doesn't take that one. 10 to work with now for Hawkins.
Good job by Hogarth staying close on Mitchell, knowing that he wants that 3.
And that one's going to be a turnover. It was Minnesota who went on that 10-0 run in the first half on Saturday. Michigan State finished the game especially strong against Maryland and pulled away in the final minutes of the second half. Walker, the hedge comes, get it out of his hands, around the horn. Carr stops, has to get rid of it. 4 to work with now for Walker. Working on Mitchell, 2 to shoot. Walker's going to have to force at the end of the clock. Short. Christie grabs the board. Get it up ahead. Hawkins, lob it inside. Nice catch by Enan. Outside Christie, splits the defense, gets in, but a travel.
Good call.
No gather, major problem. And now still all even at 27. Akins leaves it for Hogarth. Just such a great facilitator. Akins, no hesitation. It's pure.
Boy, Michigan State is wearing out that ball screen action, coming back to the strong side, knowing that the guard's got to sink and cover.
Meanwhile, 2-for-1 opportunity here for Minnesota.
Trying to get Dawson Garcia. It's like Michigan State did a good job, though.
Garcia on Cooper, stops, turns, missed it, rebound poked around, a nice box out by Hall. Just a 5-second difference, shot clock and game clock. And a timeout heading into the break.
Their defense, Michigan State's one of the top defenses in the Big Ten, doing their thing to get this lead.
18th in adjusted defense in the country, according to Ken Palm. Nice deflection, couldn't capitalize. It'll stay with the Spartans. So 7 on the shot clock, 11.6 in this first half.
In these scenarios, there's a lot of creativity with these guards from Michigan State.
Lob it in for Hall. 5 to shoot. On Garcia. Steps it back. Leave it. Walker, 2 to shoot. Floats it up. And in off the front of the iron. 2 seconds left. Hawkins is going to fire off the backboard. And Michigan State scores 5 straight to go into the break.
To get confident on the offensive end so that those numbers come to fruition here this half.
Starting 5 back out there on either side, which is good to see. Pharrell Payne out on the floor, got in some foul trouble and was limited in the first half. Walker finished that first half extra strong, up to 12 points on the night to help aid this 5-point cushion. Ball the spin. Ooh. Can't score.
I mean, I'm sorry, Noah, just the thought process to go with a left scoop like that almost got it to drop.
It feels like all of those have been falling of late for Hall. Still looking for that rhythm that he's had the last couple of games. Just 6 points so far. Off the screen, Hawkins pass knocked out of bounds by Walker. It'll stay here with 12 to shoot.
To establish their offense to start the second half.
Hawkins. Swing it. Garcia. Hawkins gonna have to make it happen. 2 to shoot. Hoyce nearly banked it in. And Sissoko the uncontested rebound. Hogard averaging 5.2 assists per game and a couple of early dimes in this one, up to 5 on the night. Gives him over 300 in his Big Ten play career. So Walker is up to Tom Izzo passing the great Kalen Lucas. He has just continued to produce for Walker, extending what was a late first half run for Michigan State. He's got a game-high 14.
And I want to let our viewers know that Tyson Walker was not recruited out of high school at Michigan State. So that's quite an honor to be the player in Tom Izzo's 29 years to have that, designation. That's excellent.
Came over from Northeastern. It was fantastic in year 1, even better in year 2, and that's the same for Dawson Garcia, averaging nearly 18 points per game, quiet in the first half, but he can do that, make tough buckets inside.
That was tough. 2 defenders going along the baseline, but that soft touch, those lefties we talked about in the first half.
Just something about it. It's like butter. 2 minutes gone in the second half. Walker, short.
I just love the way Pharrell Payne goes after the basketball on his rebound.
Christie, bullseye.
Well, that's great early offense by Minnesota. Team to put pressure on the Spartans. He traveled again.
Nearly 40% from 3. Christie now finding that stroke.
When they hit each other.
Well, this is the matchup we were looking forward to, Garcia and Hall. Garcia clearing space, double comes. Gets rid of it. Hawkins around Mitchell, 10 to shoot. Nice job on the recovery by Hogard, forces the turnover.
That late double team on Pharrell forced Minnesota out of what they were trying to do. Defensively, the Spartans have been stellar here this evening.
Nice cross. Hogard using the body for 2.
Ooh, threw a little chicken wing out to get that space on Mitchell. Hogard playing within himself so beautifully.
6'4", 210, legitimate frame at that position, uses it well. Draw the double, kick it for Mitchell. No, rebound, Payne goes right back up to bank it home.
Well, Pharrell Payne must have been challenged at halftime because he's answering the call here.
We saw that motor on Saturday against Northwestern. Payne, 14, 9, and 4 blocks. It was the 4th time this year he had at least 4 rejections. Hall thought about it. Half the shot clock on. Off the screen, and it's going to be a foul.
Against Sissoko.
Carson Cooper in, Sissoko sits. Cooper gave really good minutes in the first half. Not necessarily a huge scoring threat, but defensively he provides a lot. And there, as a connector, Akins buries another 3.
Jaden Akins is one of those zones that when you get off the bus and come into the arena, you feel like you can knock it down. Wherever you elevate. I love to see when guys get in these zones.
Garcia gets rid of it. Right back from Mitchell. Garcia takes the contact. Garcia, tough finish!
It's a beautiful finish. And Michigan State right back on you.
Cooper, the back down on Payne, and he gets the roll.
Great offense. Just having the big run rim to rim, post up strong, look for him early in the offense. It's good execution by the Spartans.
And Garcia had it knocked out of bounds. Number 10, Illinois. Number 2, Purdue. The others very winnable on this schedule for Michigan State. If they can get the W today, they put themselves in prime position. 6 to work with.
Another short shot clock for Minnesota. Just excellent defense by Michigan State.
And Hawkins tried to force it in, turns it over. Michigan State 13 assists on 15 field goals, and a foul is going to be called on a fast break. They're not one of the faster teams in the country, 290th in adjusted tempo according to KenPom. So one of the slower teams in the nation, but they have run it today. That was the goal heading into this game. Kohler in there, rolls to the rim. Payne hits the deck, 10 to shoot. Walker on Hawkins. Leave it. Akins gets in the paint and puts it in.
Oh, that's the next maturation of Jaden Akins' game. He can get to the rim and dunk on you. He can shoot the 3. But boy, we don't see that floater often. That was pretty.
Michigan State, their last 4 have gone down. They now lead by 7. Another turnover for Minnesota. Walker looking to push. Lost it for a second. Regains and resets with Holloman.
I understand what Pharrell Payne's trying to do on the high low to Dawson Garcia, but you can't make a turnover in that scenario. Because Michigan State, they convert.
Akins short. Garcia pokes it to himself. Akins and Walker combined for 27 of Michigan State's 43 points.
So possession in Minnesota needs a clean look.
Hawkins, kick it. Garcia can't hit. Garcia on the season just 25% from 3.
And you know what? Noah, he looked like it. You know, winding up for that shot. Didn't look very confident.
You made that early one. That's always a dangerous game. If you're not shooting it particularly well from the spot, you make one early, maybe it gives you that false sense of confidence.
I agree.
Skip pass, Holloman on the drive, and the deuce. Out on the court, Holloman stays out there for Michigan State. They go 3-guard lineup with Hogard and Walker, along with Hall and Sissoko. Bobbitt Carrington and tripped up. Looked like there was some contact with Walker and a turnover.
Wow, Walker got kicked in the chest. Oh my goodness.
4th in the Big Ten in scoring, and see if he'll sit or if he'll head back to the locker room right away. It's going to be the latter.
You know what? I saw something, Noah, and I hope I'm not right. I'm thinking that's a pulled groin. Is you thinking the same thing?
It's just the way he reacted and where he was grabbing.
Yes.
It was that area that's extra ginger.
Yes.
Holloman can't hit from 3. Sissoko rips down the offensive rebound. Michigan State already a little bit thinner at guard without Jeremy Fears Jr. Suffered a gunshot wound over Christmas break back home. It was good to see him even today at shoot-around, getting some shots up, getting some movement, though he looked really impressive just a month and a half removed.
That was the best thing I've seen all week, Noah. I'm smiling from ear to ear to see that young man out here going through some pacing and going up and down the stairs, shooting some jumpers. So great to see his recovery.
Hawkins had it blocked. Sissoko got a piece, and then Fox is fouled on the follow. It'll go on Hogarth. Ben Johnson will look to attack with Walker now out for, we'll see how long, from downtown.
Expect Hogarth to get activated as well in Walker's absence.
Hogarth scored his 1,000th career point last week against Michigan. One of 3,000-point scorers on this team. Akins on the drive.
Watch Hogarth in this scenario, late clock.
Creates the space. Too strong. Up ahead for Christie. Hawkins will run this offense. Ben Johnson barking out signals.
It's almost as though Cam Christie is the early offensive option, and if he doesn't have a quick three, they go to a set play.
Triple team on Garcia. Leaves Hawkins open momentarily. There is Christie for three. Yes, sir! Counted and a foul! Got the Theragun on the infected area. Meanwhile, Christie will look to complete the 4-point play to make this a 4-point game.
I got to ask you a question.
Yes.
Does the Theragun work?
I think so.
Okay, because it looks like the shake weight to me. I always wondered about that. I'm like, maybe I need to try one.
I did not expect a shake weight reference, but I'm not mad. Approaching the midway point of the second half, and what has been a hard-fought battle between these two teams. Looking to improve their standing in the conference. Tough one, Akins short.
Can the Gophers convert here? Good defensive stop. Can they put a few of those together and get some quality looks? I'd like to see Garcia get a chance this time.
And Walker's at the scorer's table to check in next dead ball. Christie! Oh, he's feeling it!
Great response by the Gophers. Showed you that graphic at halftime. It's a second-half team, and the barn's coming.
7-0 run. Hogarth attacks, can't hit. Sissoko claims the board. Second chance now. Holloman runs the offense, 2 to shoot. Ball never hit the rim. Akins can't bail him out. A chance to tie or take the lead for Minnesota.
Holloman's the point guard on the floor. He's got to know the shot clock in that scenario. He did.
Hawkins withstands the Holloman defense. Christie, another one, and an out.
Ooh, that's a man-sized rebound by Malik Hall. Carrington was in on that, tracking it well, but Malik Hall having none of that. I think Malik Hall needs to get his number called on this possession.
Holloman, 12 to shoot. Bounce it. Hogarth hesitates. Now takes. Short. Sissoko another offensive board, and he's tied up. Possession error to Minnesota.
But Marty Sissoko doing yeoman's work on the offensive glass. Christie feeling it, as you said, hunting for his three. Comes off the screen and knocked it down with no problem. And Marty Sissoko giving the Spartans that extra effort on the offensive glass.
Tyson Walker back in, Holloman sits. So it's Walker, Akins, Hogarth, Hall, and Sissoko, the starting 5 for Michigan State. Parker Fox is on the floor, along with Payne, Christie, Carrington, and Hawkins. Another change for Minnesota to tie or take the lead. Half the shot clock on for Hawkins on the double cross. Into the paint, floats it up, and in! We're tied!
Tyson Walker time. I know he's coming off of the bench. Maybe not as warm, but watch for him to be aggressive in this scenario.
Gets rid of it for Hogarth. Walker pulls it up. Too strong.
I like the shot, though, Noah. High quality look. And we got a chance to see him test that leg, and he looked pretty good.
Minnesota looking for its first lead since the 6:58 mark of the first half. Christie's been the catalyst. 15 to shoot for Hawkins. This place is ready to go nuts with another bucket to extend this run. Payne up and under, and he's fouled. Throwback Big Ten game for Ben Johnson. He felt like the way his team handled overtime, to come back, get it into overtime, and then run away with it the way they did against Northwestern. It's going to be interesting to see how both teams utilize that experience the rest of the way here.
Great call, Noah. You know, you're looking at Ben Johnson right now. Minnesota down 8 points late against Northwestern. The turn to be down 8 and win by 10 in overtime shows you the offensive firepower potential of these Gophers.
They had a 10-0 run to end the first half of that game this weekend. 10-0 run right now to take their first lead since 6:58 to go in the first half tonight. Walker could not get past Carrington. Holloman hangs. No! Great defense by Payne.
I like Holloman getting downhill, trying to make the officials make a decision. But Payne doing a great job of keeping himself vertical.
Hawkins lob it up. A little too high for Payne. Right idea. Looked like Payne maybe had that beeline to the bucket.
Yeah, I thought, you know, take a look at Holloman getting downhill. Look at the verticality. No foul. Great job. Great defensive fundamentals by Payne.
We'll see how aggressive Walker will be. Injured the groin, left the game, has come back in. Instead, it's going to be Hall on the double team. He's been quiet after the roaring couple of games. Double figures in his last 6.
Nice adjustment defensively by Minnesota.
5 to shoot. Walker off the screen on Carrington. Walker puts him to the deck and hits.
Ooh.
Tyson Walker, filthy.
Ooh. Got a Victoria's Secret warning on the deck. Oh my goodness. And I mean, he stopped on a dime. I think that groin is okay.
Judging on that play alone, looks just fine. 10 to work with. Payne against Cooper. Double shaded. Hawkins willing to take the big shot. Sneaks by. Double comes. 3 to shoot. Inside Payne. He's fouled. The bailout call. Carson Cooper inside. He can't believe it.
We have seen some plays made late in the shot clock. Tyson Walker going full speed, stops on the dime, looks at his bench. You see right here Payne getting mugged in the lane after earning.
Shooting just 39% from the free throw line on the season. He's made 2 of his last 3.
To me, these players with the really good form. I mean, he's got good form. It's just he's got to get more confident and more repetition.
Look good on those 2.
He sure did.
Back in front. Crowd on its feet. Holloman to Walker. Open. No. Payne devours another board. Hawkins keeps the head up.
Well, I thought Hawkins was going to pull that jumper. He was wide open there for a second.
Payne on the short roll. Out of control and a travel. Just lost the footing.
I think likes to get back to his right hand. I think he's been better suited catching, just going with his left, going with the momentum. It's easier said than done for a 6'9", 265-pound man, though.
Still just a sophomore. The future is blinding for that young man. There's Hall, and he's fouled on the way up by Fox. It was about time. It felt like it had been a while when Hall hadn't really gotten that look from the inside, and he'll get a chance at the free throw line.
You see right here, quick hitter. Parker Fox picks up his third foul, but Michigan State with these subtle adjustments offensively, these quick hitters that give them production on the offensive end.
We'll see if experience wins out. Both teams have it. Michigan State has legitimate tournament experience, and two big misses by Hall. 70% shooter comes up with nothing.
I would go right back down to Pharrell Payne in the post if Minnesota can get this look.
Christie on the handoff, on the attack. Christie floats it up. No, rebound, Cooper. Walker looking to push. Now we'll slow it down. Walker circles around. Kick it. Hall. Swing it. Holloman. Extra. Open. Akins. Kaboom!
Talking about a passing clinic. Michigan State pushing up, puts the Gophers on their heels defensively, and it goes around the world with the pass for an open look.
Akins 4 of 7 from 3. He and Walker each with a game-high 16. Garcia will check in next dead ball. 4.5 to play at the barn. Hawkins, leave it. Payne is fouled. That should be a goaltend. Will they count the bucket? Initially doesn't look like it. The foul will count. It's 2 shots. And that's a surprise. It looked like it hit the window.
I think there's, well, let's take a look. See the nice shovel pass there. Yeah, I think they felt like it was underneath the rim. If it hits the backboard like that underneath the rim, just let it go.
So Payne can't convert. Garcia in for Fox. It's Garcia, Christie, Payne, Carrington, and Hawkins against Walker, Akins, Holloman, Hall, and Cooper, who's got an extended run.
And it's interesting here. Ben Johnson is electing to go with Braden Carrington as opposed to Mitchell down the stretch. I think because of Carrington's defensive ability. He is charged to keep up with Tyson Walker. That's more than a notion.
No easy task for a guy averaging 19 a game. Kick it. Akins had a slither of space. Instead he attacks. Shovel it. Cooper, the adjustment, and he's fouled. Crowd can't believe it. It will be Garcia. It'll be his third.
Rob Riley Sr. was right there to see everything. Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, that was close. I think Cooper didn't realize how far underneath the rim he was on that release.
65% on the season.
Well, after that Wisconsin game, you could tell that Michigan State went back to the drawing board on the defensive end. They got much better. They tightened things up. Believe me, after this game, win or loss, they're going to go back and shoot some free throws.
Back-to-back misses. Both teams struggling to convert the line. Christie, heat check. He is scorching hot. Christie is 5 of 6 from 3. Minnesota back up 1. Walker. Christie recovers. 8 to shoot. Walker wants the matchup. 3 on the clock. Walker, the cross, the sauce. Too strong. Didn't hit the rim. That's a shot clock violation.
And that young man is growing up right before our eyes. Cam Christie of the Gophers.
New career high with 5 made threes. He's 5 of 6 from downtown. The rest of the team is 3 of 16. Garcia on the rip through. The fend off. Can't finish.
Great move. Great move. I would call it again if I'm Ben Johnson.
Walker out there with Hogard, Akins, Hall, and Cooper. Christie matched up with Akins on the outside. Leave it for Walker against Carrington. Dump down. Hall is doubled immediately with Garcia and Payne.
See, they're taking Michigan State out of what they want to do. Every time they double team Hall, Michigan State has to reset.
Walker, the split and the finish.
That's beautiful. He's holding off a 6'5", 205-pound guard, getting to the lane and finishing with his offhand. Don't get much better than that.
Just continues to produce at a consistent clip. 18 points tonight. Michigan State back up 1. Lob it inside. Payne against Cooper. Likes the matchup. Wants to go to work. Drop step. Block from behind, but a foul. And they did. It was his third. So 2 more chances at the stripe. Good looking stroke.
Didn't have the difference here in the second half. Minnesota's making more of their free throws than Michigan State.
Minnesota 8 of 14 at the line. Michigan State 5 of 14. Another miss. All even at 52. It's winning time here in Minneapolis. And Tom Izzo will call a timeout.
Slight groin injury, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him now.
Hogard sets the offense up. Get it to Walker on the curl. Get inside. Get it back out. Hogard. The redrive and the reload. Walker, 8 to shoot. Off the screen. Walker, leave it. Hall, back to Walker. 4 to shoot. He's going to have to make it happen himself. Walker, the 3-ball. Short. Rebound claimed by Carrington.
A great defensive possession by the Gophers. Dawson Garcia sitting down, containing Tyson Walker. That's what you want from your bigs.
Half the shot clock on. Payne, leave it. Christie's been the star tonight. Garcia, the leading scorer. 7 to shoot for Christie. Now Hawkins is going to have to do it. Garcia, the corner trip. Splash! Just 25% on the season from 3. He hits the biggest shot of the night.
Whereas Stevie Wonder knows who's shooting this shot.
Hall for 3. Short. Back tap. And it's out of bounds. Minnesota ball. If you're Ben Johnson.
I'm going Dawson Garcia. You go with your best player in these scenarios. And they're trying to eat up the clock. I don't necessarily like this, Noah, but we'll see the turnout.
They can wind it down to nearly 30 seconds remaining in this game. Trying to win their 6th game in conference this season. Here's Garcia working on Hall. The rip through. Garcia, attack mode. 4 to shoot. Garcia kicks it. Carrington, 2 to shoot. Puts it up. Short. Michigan State gets the stop. They're going to run with Hogard. Tom Izzo will play it out. Walker, shot clock off. Kick it. Hogard, a 3. Short, and he fouled. Hawkins got him on the way up, and Hogard with a chance to tie it at the line.
That's a good call, Noah. I know Ben Johnson doesn't like it, but Rob Riley was right there. Watch on the arm, right there. That's a foul. You can't touch a shooter anywhere on their arm in the motion. That's a good call.
Hogard leads the team at 81.4% at the charity stripe.
We like to say Coatesville's finest. A.J. Hogard stepping up. Veteran. Ice water in the veins. Let's see if he can complete the trifecta.
The senior has had many big moments. Can't do it. Missed the 3rd. Christie the board, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, Cooper getting ready to get chewed out a little bit. Izzo did not want to foul Christie. Hall went right over to Cooper right when he did it and told him that's not who he wanted to foul. And A.J. Hogard just stunned that he didn't get that 3rd one to go.
Christie, 75%, but he is a freshman, and he's at the line.
Kind of runs in the family, I guess.
Wouldn't it be fitting? They are going to hope for something to fall in their lap in this final 18.5. First Christie, Will look to make it a three-point game and does. Ben Johnson will call the timeout and allow for both teams to get set here in Minneapolis. Minnesota holding on to a three-point lead. Fasten your seatbelts. And here we go. Hogarth into the front court with 14. Hogarth, attack mode, side step, can't finish. Rebound, tip, no. Back tap, out of bounds. Minnesota ball. Gophers get the stop.
Michigan State electing to get downhill. Hogarth stepped through. Great effort by Pharrell Payne to adjust that shot attempt. Wouldn't be surprised if it, oh, that's a great angle. Our camera crew all over it here tonight. I think you're right. But may get overturned.
These are the tough ones and the instant replay. It could be that thumb on the right hand of Carrington as he went up for the board. And obviously it would be a massive break. This one could give us the best look. Oof. No.
Oh, Minnesota basketball. See Mitchell in the game for the Gophers, another shooter.
And they get it in for Hawkins. He's fouled immediately by Holloman. And Hawkins, a 79% shooter, has a chance to ice this one.
I love how Hawkins runs to the bench, gets a towel, makes sure his hands are dry.
Only player on this Golden Gopher team with NCAA tournament experience. Came over from Howard, a junior, has played in big moments, big games, has met the moment, and has been a big-time leader for this team, and now has a chance to get them up 2 possessions.
He's DC tough now, a DMV native, go-go music enthusiast. Let's see if he can get it.
Big one. One more here. 2 for 2. Timeout. 6.5 seconds left. Get it in for Walker. Will get it up the floor quickly. 4 seconds left. Get into the lane. 2 seconds left. Lays it in with 1.7. They'll get it in quickly for Garcia. No foul. Minnesota with a statement victory at home. The Gophers take down the Spartans 59-56.
Wow, great come from behind victory at home by the Gophers. And now they put themselves in position to be talked about for possible postseason.